Good morning, students. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, French for All. And this session is basically for students who've opted for French in class 9. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you for opting for French in class 9. You've taken a good decision. Learning any foreign language is highly recommendable and has many advantages, and there's hardly any disadvantage of learning a foreign language. So great job. Now, the first thing that I'd like to say is, since everybody is confined to home, students do not have their books as of now. Some of you may have taken them from your friends, so good job. But as you can see, I have shown the cover of the book which is prescribed for class 9 in most of the schools, and we generally opt for this book in class 9th for the French students. So this book is by the name of Entre Jeunes. It is for class 9 and it is recommended by the CBSE. So when we meet at school again, we are going to use this book and we are going to resume our studies from this book only. And for those who have taken this book from somewhere, very good. But for those who do not have this book as of now, you need not worry much, because this book is already available on the CBSE website. I'll leave the link in the description box. You can download the book for free. The entire PDF can be downloaded and you can save it somewhere, because from the next class onwards, I'm going to teach from this book. So you need to have the PDF of this book with you for your reference. So today I'm going to start with a very basic session. This is something which we have done in our earlier classes, so it's going to be very easy for you. And the topic that I'm going to take today is articles. Now, there are many articles in French. We have l'article défini, l'article indéfini, we have the partitive articles, and we also have l'article contracté. So today's video is only about l'article défini and indéfini. So first I'm going to start with l'article défini. So l'article défini is the definite article in English, which means the. It refers to the. And since in French every object has a gender, unlike English in which there is no gender for objects, but in French we do have a gender specification for all the objects. So we have 4 options for l'article défini in French. The first option is le, which is used for masculine singular nouns. Second option is la, which is used for feminine singular nouns. The third option is L apostrophe, which is used for all masculine or feminine singular nouns beginning with a vowel. Please pay attention. L apostrophe will be used for masculine or feminine singular nouns beginning with a vowel. And vowels in English, we already know A, E, I, O, U. But in French, we have 2 additional vowels, that is silent H and Y. So in French, in total, we have 7 vowels. So any object, any noun that begins with a vowel in French, you have to use L apostrophe before that. And les is used for all plural nouns. So all plural nouns, plural means ending with s, x or z, you have to use les, irrespective of whether that word begins with a vowel or a consonant. The second topic is l'article indéfini. L'article indéfini refers to the indefinite article in English, and it refers to a or an. Now here we have 3 options, a, une and des. A again is used for masculine singular nouns. Une for feminine singular nouns, des for masculine or feminine plural nouns. Now here we do not have any option for vowel, so this is a little simpler than the l'article défini. Now this is very clear, this is very basic. We have done this in class 7 and 8, and exercises based on these topics are very easy to do. But the only problem that students face is the identification of the gender, because there are so many objects, there are so many words, and it's very difficult for the students to memorize as to which object is masculine or feminine. So for that matter, the first thing that I would advise you, that since you've now opted for French as your second language, that is your main subject in class 10th also, so now whenever you pick up any object, whenever you read any object, you please read it with the article. Read your object along with the article. For example, if I read the word chaise, I should read it as la chaise, and I should memorize it as la chaise. When I memorize it as la chaise, I obviously will be able to recall that chaise is a feminine word. Similarly, la voiture. Now when I memorize it as la voiture, I know that the word voiture, which means car, is feminine. If I memorize the word arbre as an arbre, I will definitely be able to recall that arbre is a masculine object. Arbre means tree, it is masculine, it is an exception. It ends with E, but it is masculine. Now, this is the basic trick. The basic trick is to memorize the objects with the articles. Now, there is a slight, trick that I would like to tell you, which is in the next slide, and that is the words ending with the letter E, EUR, ION or SON are more likely to be feminine. Now, all the words that would end with E, EUR, ION or SON are more likely to be feminine. When I say more likely to be feminine, I mean that there are exceptions in the language and you need to memorize those exceptions. But basically 95% times all these words that will end with E, EUR, ION or SON will be feminine. So this will help you a great deal in remembering whether an object is masculine or feminine. I'll be putting some exercises and worksheets based on this topic in the next videos that are going to come up, and I'll also share the links of some worksheets in the description box. So please be ready for the assignments and do them. So until then, until the next video, please like the channel, share it with your friends and subscribe it if you like it. Give it a thumbs up, and my next video will be uploaded soon. Thank you very much. Au revoir.